So the first question that is asked in this data is for me to draw a line that best fits this data. It looks fairly linear. I'm going to use what's called the oval technique, try to draw an oval around all of my data here, and see how well I can do that. So I realize, all right, I'm going to draw an oval here. Oops. I'm going to try that again here. I was using the wrong thing here. All right, here we go. Let's try that again. All right, there's an oval that pretty much surrounds my data pretty well, and I've got all the data included in there. And now I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to actually use a ruler to draw a line basically right down the middle of that data in here. Oops, hit the wrong button again here. Let's try that again. And I draw a line right in the middle of that data in there. Okay. So now I have a line. I used a ruler going right through the oval technique. We've taken care of one. We drew a line that best fits this data. Okay. All right. Now I want to come up with an equation of that line. And in order to come up with the equation of the line, if I want to write it into, let's say, slope-intercept form, I need its slope and its intercept. Now, the slope, I'm going to need 2 points on here. The y-intercept, this particular one, if I look here, down here at the units here, I see that the way the scale is on here, it's actually really hard for me to see what the y-intercept is here. This is 4, this is 2, 0 is going to be somewhere around here, and it looks like this is negative 500. This is going to be maybe somewhere around, if I just eyeball it, around negative 700 maybe. That is going to be my y-intercept, but it's kind of hard to tell, so I'm going to try to find that indirectly later. But I know I can find the slope here. All I need is 2 points on this graph. And here is the most important part that I'm going to tell you right now here. Do not choose this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, or this point as any of my points that are on that line, because they are not on that line. All right, I have drawn a line, and that line has, if I'm going to find the equation of that line, I have to find 2 points that are on that line. I can't use a data point, even though I use this to help draw my line, that is not on my line. So if I use that point, I'm going to find an equation of something that is not on this line. I need an equation of this line. Okay, so let's go ahead and find a couple of points that might be good ones to use. All right, so there are different ones I could put in here. I might want to choose one that kind of crosses right in there. I like to use points that are fairly far away from each other. Maybe I'll use this one here that's as far left on the graph as I can go. Maybe I'll use this one here that's on the far right. The farther away that I am on 2 points, the more accurate my slope is going to be. And now I'm going to write down the coordinates of those 2 points. Okay, so I have the point. The first one looks like it's around 2 and negative 400. And the second one looks like it's around 8 and maybe around 1400 there, 1400. Okay, so now I have 2 points. I can go ahead and find that slope. So at this point, you should know how to find the slope between 2 points. I'm going to do the change in the y's divided by the change in the x's is one way to find the slope. And so I took the y2 minus y1 divided by the x2 minus the x1, and I end up with a slope of 300 here, 300 over 1. Okay, so now I'm ready to write my equation with what I know so far. I know that I have the equation of y is equal to 300x plus some y-intercept, which I'll call b here. If I knew that y-intercept, I'm guessing, again, what I know about it looks like I predicted it was going to be somewhere around minus 700. If I knew that, I would just put in minus 700 here. If I could actually see where it crossed the y-axis here, all I would have to do is put that in there. But this one's a little bit harder to see. So how might I do that? I can use any point on this line and plug it into this equation here for x and y and then solve for b. So I might as well go ahead and use just one of these points that I have here. I've got x is 2 and y is minus 400, so plug in x is 2 and y is minus 400 and solve for b. So here we have it. I plugged in 2 in for x, minus 400 in for y, multiplied here to get 600, subtracted that 600 from both sides to get b by itself, and I end up with a b value or a y-intercept value of minus 1,000. So now I have my equation. There's my slope was 300, y equals 300x, and my y-intercept is negative 1,000. There is my equation of that line. I can use that technique. Remember, to find the equation of a line, all I need is 2 points on a line to find the slope. And once I find that, I can use any point on the line, plug it back into the equation for y and x, and use that to solve for b.